Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Chris Kylie and in this video we have created a winter habitat for the winter days. To make like a winter wonderland in a planet zoo. It is super dark outside, so I put on some lights and I hope it is cozy. Because I want to get more cozy for this winter. Normally I'm not really into the Christmas stuff. So I was making this kind of video, just a sort of quick build how you can make a cozy environment with the winter packs and the snow and just play around a little bit. I hope you guys enjoy it, have fun watching. I'm just going to explain a little bit what I have created and hopefully it gives you some good inspiration or just some fun. I thought like I want to make a sort of habitat with two kind of things. A thing that is on top of the world, like just on the ground, houses, buildings, Christmas trees, all that kind of stuff. And then I want to make a part underwater that is maybe a bit more magical, but also a little bit more of a surprising effect. The habitat is made for the polar bear, although I was more busy with making the environment looking cozy and great altogether. That is what I was going for. First, of course, the terrain. We had to make a lot of water. I had the idea of a sort of something like a harbor. Just little houses attached to the water. Maybe sort of a story that our people have lived here and were working. And first I was trying out a little bit of the scaling, how big we were going to create. So I placed just some forms and of course the stones. Really fun actually, because keep in mind, of course, everything you will keep in sort of snow, so a lot of the times you will not really see all the colors that you're placing or selecting. And of course the ice stones, the ice rocks. Never really used them that much. I think we did it one more time in our other park where we're also working underground. It was working really fun. For now I was like, oh, we have like a sort of water, of course the school, so everything can be frozen again. Keep a little bit more space between the water so the animals can still walk or swim on it. And then we're making some big holes in it actually, so you can actually dive in those big holes. Maybe the people have just cut out the ice over there. I don't know what exactly how it will happen there. But we also going to find some nature back down there. And of course some beautiful lighting that makes it more magical, and I think it will fit really well for the winter days. We have to bring back our own magic a little bit sometimes, so that was what I was doing the first 2 or 3 hours, I believe. And I was going to work with the little village. I had just idea of placing small houses, different kind of houses next to the water, like the harbor. First house is going to be actually the sleeping place for the polar bears. For some reason I thought of making a little fireplace as well in there so they can keep it warm. The second building is like a souvenir shop. A souvenir shop where you can actually go in and buy stuff, and also later we decorated a bit more than we do now. For some reason there was a weird glitch, I don't know, there were no people walking into the building. I have to make sure if my pathway was connected, if something was wrong. Maybe it is in diorama, I don't know why it was not working actually. But I was also like, yeah, okay, I think we get the idea. I think, and also in some screenshots and video recording later, I also walked through there. The third building is more of an office place, or maybe it was used to be an office. Now, of course, it's the entrance of the habitat. We also placed some other stuff in there just for the working people. Not really crazy, just like what we need. And I was trying to make them all just in a little bit of a different form, like not too crazy. You can like spend 5 hours on one house, but I was making like a sort of collection that all looks great together, but still you can see pretty different pieces and details. The fourth building is more of a working area, maybe the workship place for like a shipman or salesman. They can craft their own boats. Later I also found like a sort of little blueprint from the Oceana pack. Thought like, hey, I can make my own boat, of course, but I also wanted to take it for 20 hours more. So I was just redesigning this little thing a little bit, just delete a lot of stuff, then complete it a bit more by myself. Was really fun, and I think sometimes it's a good tip if you have an idea what you want to make. Sometimes it's also good to find sort of object that you can already use and maybe just have to attach or delete stuff or rework here and there a little bit, but then you have a sort of base that you can work with. So I thought that was quite fun to use, so thank you, Planet Zoo. That was like the fourth building. The other side of these buildings, I was making even a fifth little building to make a sort more like a little village where we also have a square where we can place a nice Christmas tree. First we found these like Christmas trees where it's already completely done with lights and stuff in it. You can just find them in the nature like trees. They are just the way how they are. But later I was like, no, I really like to make my own Christmas tree. I don't do Christmas trees in IRL. So now I had the opportunity to decorate and make my own Christmas tree in Planet Zoo, and I must say it looks really cute and fun, and I have already slowly entered the winter days. More decoration, like I had the most fun actually with decorating everything, just based all the objects that we can find. A lot of presents, those wooden Christmas trees, all those little lights here and there, colors of course. And even I placed little fireplace where they can melt their marshmallows, they can drink hot chocolate. It's a little bit of imagination how cozy it can be. First I also let in the gases. For some reason it looks a bit weird if you just get the gases into your park in winter's days, because they're all walking in shorts, t-shirts and having cold, and yeah, of course you are here in a winter park, what do you expect? So it feels a bit weird to let them be there if they are not wearing winter clothes, right? Maybe that is a fun idea for Planet Zoo too, if it is coming though. Of course, a lot of trees. Just find different kind of trees. I thought it was fitting for this area. All the trees will be snowed under. It is really fun to use different kind of trees and plants here and there. I just centered around where we were creating. I don't pay much attention to everything else around it. I thought it is a really nice little view. A really empty world where you just found the smallest harbor village with cute little buildings and things going on. I don't know. For me, this little place looks really cute and cozy. The polar bears, they are really big actually. They swim on the ice, so that I'm happy about it. They like to swim over there, but they don't just go in the big holes that we have made in through the ice. Then I found this really fun light statue of the polar bear. So that was actually a coincidence. I was really happy that I found it, because now we have also the polar bears underwater, but more as a magical lightning theme over there. Course, I tried to place a lot of details to the buildings, just some cool corners, some figures, some forms, everything that is there. Roofing, of course, and then this place is going to get more of a living idea or story where we place all the little presents and objects. For these buildings, I just find things that was fitting with the roofs. Also not really tall buildings, but more like strong buildings that can hold some snow if it's get heavy. I think it is more sort of realistic look than going really overboard. I think it has to be more practical than like aesthetic, but I think at the same with the snow and the lights, it always aesthetic too. On top of the world, everything will be in snow, so you will not see much different in the nature. Underwater. Then I found it really funny that kind of tree trunks in different kind of forms. So first I was placing them everywhere. Oh wait, but they are now super dead, so it actually looks a bit like creepy. And then we found some plants that we can place on the tree trunks. So we have made our own new tree trunks that are still living, because there are flowers growing out and plants, and also of course on the ground and maybe attached to the stones, more green and stuff. So at the end area is more living than it was before, and is something really magical. I was thinking like, how will this look when all the ice is melted? But maybe this place is never melted and there's just like growing stuff out the rocks. Ice is also half cut out and still in places. Cave underground with water. There's a lot of reflections because of the ice and the lights are placing on it. After all placing these tree trunks, I just delete them again, because I was like, okay, I better make this one tree trunk for those different kind of tree trunks, but just one, and attach all the plants to it, and then make a group out of it, and then place all those groups as in tree trunks with plants everywhere. So I had to do like less work, because otherwise you can go do this for 2 more hours. You replace them and copy them and duplicate them everywhere, and just find a nice way to place them through the stones, out of the stones, into the ice, and etc. The polar bears, of course, in the center, even one later in a little cave, and next to it a cute little place that we can see, the guesses will not see. Maybe I thought, hey, we could place penguins, but I don't know, the polar bear are just looking more like cute and warm and fluffy than a penguin will do for in this case, I guess. Of course, of the light statue bear will fit, so we still find a connection here and there. With the lightning for this cave, I was just thinking smartly. I placed one above the ground and then placed all these little ones underground. We started first with purple pink one. I just tried to place them like a bit more everywhere, but also more centered on the tree trunks. And later this more blue greeny light, I was also more attaching that to the ice as a sort of reflection when you move your camera through it. And later this red kind of light, and I placed them actually only as far as I'm aware of on the plants and the flowers to highlight that even a bit more. So we have 3 kind of different colors, and that makes this place way more warm and cozy sort of atmosphere than we have above the ground. That feels more cold, but of course this is underwater, so it still feels a bit somehow cold, but it has a bit more flavor and a little bit of a magical touch. For the lights, I just place one above the ground first, with the idea if I cannot find them back anymore, you still see all them highlighted into the ice and the rocks. and you are way more easier and able to rechange the colors if you like. So I made all the separate colors, so the purple, green, and the red in different kind of groups. They were attached together, so you can really easily rechange the color if you like. But I was vibing with this color, so I'm really happy. Think I have told what I can told about this. It's just like a really fun building project. I have never made something like this before, I guess. One time, of course, in our other park, a little bit of an ice cave underground as well, but that's it. And I was like in the mood to do something for this winter month, for December. It's coming. I have already started for my own Christmas thing. Yeah, guys, I hope I get you excited as well. It is really fun to make something with only a specific theme. I think I use a different kind of packs, so don't ask me what kind of packs I use for this. I think a lot of them. Most of the time, of course, the Arctic one, because that has the most little decoration stuff and the lights, but also Europe. The Europe pack is also a good one for using this. I hope you all have a cozy, warm winter. Stay kind, be warm. Don't forget to check out my other YouTube videos. I try to make some more with Planet Zoo as well. And we stream it every Thursday on the Twitch streams. Feel free to stop by there as well if you like. We are currently working on a realistic zoo park with a big stuff going on. A lot of buildings and decorations and details, what I really enjoy. That's my kind of thing, what I love to do in Planet Zoo. With this video, I hope to bring us a little bit already for more the winter cozy vibes. But just making that little habitat and area brings me to this mood for the winter day. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you all in the next video. Happy winter days! Okay, bye guys! Ciao ciao!